Let's update Abraham Lincoln's bathtub. I believe the tub drain and that shower head is from 1834. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but this house was built 1834. Gentleman named David Coffin. You can Google him. He was a merchant marine. No, not a merchant marine. I don't know. He was a merchant, whatever that means. But he owned 6 whaling ships back in the day, and he had one of the busiest ports in the city of New Bedford during the whaling history. That thing's dripping down my back. Funny, your sister said the same sentence to me yesterday. But the shower was leaking, and we came to the conclusion that it's all the vinyl wrapped around it. So we're going to get it tiled, and while we're tiling it, we're going to put... Well, I'm not tiling it personally, but we're going to put a new drain in and update that as well. We're going to keep the Ancient Artifact shower head and just reinstall it on the clean tile. We're going for that 1834 nostalgic look. Imagine that. That thing still runs, no problem. It's almost 200 years old, and it still works. I just bought something from Walmart yesterday, and it's already broken. So we're popping in a couple of black nipples so the tile guy knows where to leave off the holes for the shower when it goes back on the wall. We're also going to update the tub drain, because that's from 1834 as well. And while we're there, and the walls are open, let's just get this thing to a toe touch. By changing out the tub drain, it'll be a lot easier to snake it later on down the line. And I'm going to, like I said before, just like the 24 units, there is no way all your fancy tub drain removal tools will work on these things. The only way to get them off is to cut them off. They're from 1834, so that means they've been on there for 190 years. Seems like a lot of you people work in brand new developments, you know, like Beetlejuice Land. All houses look the same. They're built exactly the same. They were all built last year. Slip joints and purple primer galore. I'm not sure what the purpose of this was, but I'm going to say it was hooked up to the domestic cold water, hot water, and it used to fill the tub. That's just my guess. And we're going to clean it off. And just so everybody knows, we're not changing the tub. It's a cast iron tub. The thing's a beaut. You can't find them like this anymore. Why would you want to change out a rental property tub that's cast iron, that's been around for 190 years, and put a fiberglass one in that'll break next year because some guy with a ponytail made it in a factory? I'm also not a tub painting guy, so you'll see a little rust around the edge, but hey, at least it's plumbed correctly so they can close the walls up and we can move on from here. Now we're downstairs through the hole. We're just going to cut this piece and get that thing tied in. I'm not a fan of slip joints behind a wall, in a ceiling, places you can't get to, so I like to hard pipe these suckers. There you are. They get the caps on them so they don't drop any mortar down the drain like they usually do, and it's tiled, ready to go. Let's hang that shower and put some new trim on the Simmons tub valve. Well, we're pulling out some black nipples right now, and you're going to see me put in a piece of... So I went and looked for chrome nipples, 90s, and... It honestly wasn't the same color. It didn't look aesthetically pleasing on the old shower valve. And stainless happened to look a little better because it was dull, just like the shower valve itself. So we got some stainless nipples in 90s that we're putting on because the last ones were beat up coming out of the wall. They had years of service on those nipples, just like your sister's. And you obviously can't change the union nuts at the top, so those had to stay the same. I was actually surprised once I got this thing up on the wall and how powerful the shower head actually was. I was kind of skeptical at first, but it may be better than the Kohler that I have at my own house. And I was impressed by that one as well. This job happened on I think I went there on a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. to get it removed because the tile guy was going there Monday morning. And then I was back Thursday morning to install everything. And there it is, new tub drain, new Simmons trim for the tub, and the shower is existing from 1834. While I was there, I left the van keys in the ignition turned over, but not on, and I didn't know it, so I'm not buying a battery box to get this thing charging. What I am going to do is call up the Superstar to come and save the day, because what kind of content would it be without the Superstar to end it? She jumped me, and then we were on our way.